welcome along and welcome to a very wintry Holmåkra. It is January, the snow is falling, so I'm expecting a layer by the end of today. And yeah, I think we need to replace our tent. So we're going to be upgrading the home a little bit today. It shouldn't cost us a huge amount, and we're going to put something in that's that should be a little bit warmer for us. There's a few jobs we need to do today in the short amount of daylight we've got. So I want to clear out these stumps. These should be fairly easy to get rid of. I'm hoping if I can get the tractor up here. And then we need to start cutting these trees and bringing them down. They're fairly mature, they're fairly large, and they should do us fairly well. The trouble we've got is actually transporting them. We can't get a tractor up on this slope here, so we're going to have to go and get a new piece of equipment that hopefully will help us drag these trees down off the side. So we are going to start today in our Fiat here. We'll get some lights on because, as I said, we don't have a huge amount of daylight, and it is not it's not overly helpful as a result. And plus, us being on the south-facing side of the mountain on the north-facing side of the mountain means all the sunlight, especially at this time of year, sits on the other side. So let's start up our piece of kit and slowly back it up, and then I should be able to lower it down. There we go, perfect. Yeah, look at this, we are really getting into the slope here, and all the trees we want are up on this slope now. So back that up and off. And I've got to be careful because if I move this piece of kit along the ground, it also works as a cultivator. So we start losing the grass on the ground and start cultivating it instead. Yeah, look at this. It's getting up here to get rid of these is going to be really hard. We're going to have to try and cut these stumps fairly low, I think, in order to actually make the difference I want to make. Right, and lower it, and that's got that, and then we just got the two here. I'm thinking this last one is right in the dip. That's going to be fairly difficult to get. Oh, yeah, look at that, we are hovering over it. And if I pull forward a little bit, no, we're going to have to back up to that dip, I think, in order to get that to be done. Trying to find it with the camera at the moment. Yeah, it really sits right in the bit where those two meet. Let's back it up here. There we go. Go into there. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of a dip there, but that has got it. Perfect. So with that done, I want to drop this off the back, I think. I have had this set up most of the time as something that we can just... well, I basically had this whole tractor set up with this on the back and that on the front, just to sort of set it up like that. But I think we'll go and grab our next piece of kit from down at the shop. We'll drop off the... well, our log grab as well. Oh, we got to attach. I forgot this has hoses on it, which is pretty cool. There we go. And yeah, let's drive our Fiat down to the shop. Can't see an awful lot out of this. Is our door open? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Just yeah, just looks a little odd. Right, we're gonna drive this down to the shop and yeah, pick up a brand new piece of kit that is going to be really useful for our logging setup. Something else I want to do down here is reduce our monthly outgoings as well. So let's grab our piece of kit that we want, jump out of here and head into the shop. And in here under forestry equipment is this piece of goodness. This is the Tudge Fund EGV80 AHK. It has a winch on the back that we can pull the trees and the logs down. So I'm going to buy one of these. It's only 4,500. So that is a perfect little price for what we want. And then over here, yeah, we can hook this onto the back. This will just allow us to pull all those trees down off there and get them into a position where we can then get them cut up and loaded onto our log trailer. So it's quite a good addition to have on the back of this tractor. And then the other thing I want to do while we're down here is we're just going to head over here. Because I asked you guys a couple of weeks ago what we should do, whether we should automatically sell all this or wait till we get the best price. You guys very much went down on the side of go and deliver them yourselves. Wait for the best price and do that, because you're gonna lose about 40% of the value. So as we're waiting for that, and we're just going to let it stack up in there, we need to return this JCB and the front, because this costs us a fair whack of money every month. So we're going to return the JCB and the telehandler front as well. So return that too. Yep. Okay. And that then means that when we come to load this stuff up, we will go and rent some more equipment, and then we'll load it up that way. And we don't necessarily have to get that telehandler. We may get but we may be able to get something like a forklift or something that's a bit stable. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. Certainly, we're not going to be selling anything for about 6 months on here. So yeah, we'll have to wait to see how we do that. Always fun getting these tractors back up the pass here. They struggle a little bit, although the Fiat Agri seems to struggle a little bit less than our Deutz does. But it has made it up to the top, and now we can concentrate on pulling some of those logs down. We do need to, at some point, define the roadway and everything, exactly where our main sort of area is going to be. Right, what I want to do first, though, is we'll come up here, we'll hook this back on. There we go. Get our log fork back on the front. And then I need to make a little bit of space, because what I want to do is switch out our current tent for something a little bit more cozy and useful for up here. Still something temporary and inexpensive, but a little bit better than a £50 tent when the weather is dropping like this. So let's go into here, and I am going to select construction. We're going to sell our tent. So £24, yeah, that is fairly cheap. And what we're going to replace it with is this. So this is a great little house, or a great little trailer for us. We can just plonk this down here like so, in place. And we should have at the back here then, yep, all mod cons. So we've got a nice new kitchen, bed over here, nice little stove, so that'll keep us warm. And yeah, much better than what we had before. No longer in a camp. We have a nice little trailer with a good seat, a generator. Why we've got a lawnmower up here, I don't know. Right, so let's back this tractor off, because we're going to go up here now, and we're going to try and cut some trees and make them fall where I want to. Now, making them, ideally, they would fall across the slope, and just roll down. But this is the trouble of this. Because of where we are, the only way we can easily get them to go across the slope is to cut them that way, and then they're falling into this area here, and it's much more difficult to move them. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make it fall into our clearing there instead. So let's try and get... Oh, we're looking down a little bit. This may not be perfect. We'll see what happens. Sometimes when you cut it like that, yeah, you can get a weird thing happening like that. So that actually fell uphill and is not a great use to us like that. So this one, I need to make sure that when I cut it flatter. And the trouble is, to try and cut something flatter, the only way I can do it here is to cut it higher. Otherwise, we're doing the same mistake we just made. So let's try and cut this. Oh, yeah, you see it's really high. There. So you see the massive height I have on this rock. Oh, this now. And I was slightly worried that was going to fall on my new house for a moment. And then I can, if I want, cut this extra bit off and just cut it right down. Get us rid of as much of this as I want. And that just pop that off. That isn't very heavy. Throw that down there. And then I want to get a third one as well. I think we'll take this one here on a really steep slope, this one. Now, we can cut these from the other side with... Well, again, that will make it fall towards the mountain or towards the slopes. So, I want to cut it. Oh, come here. I am going to have to cut it across this way and make it fall across the slope, I think. We'll see if this works. Across we go. Over it goes, and this should roll down the slope like that. So you can see we've kind of got trees all over the place now. We've got one that's fallen up slope, we've got one that's fallen down slope, and then we've got one that's fallen across. What I'm going to do before we go any further is so that we can see these clearly. We'll run along these and clear the branches off. They're fairly stable, so we should be all right from that point of view. And that is the first one cleared. Head back this way. Jump down here. Clear under that, like so. Whoop. Jump over. Yeah, and then we'll clear up this. And that is that one just about done. And we're quite high into the tree line here. Oh, yeah. I want to get down from that height. That's quite a height. And then we've just got the one running down here. Like so here, and yeah, we can clear that out. So I think we're going to have to grab this one by the tip up here to pull it round, get our landy out the way. I think we managed to, yeah, we did just manage to miss our, oh, there we go, bit there. So I'm going to take the very tip of this off, get rid of that, and then we can pull that round. So, yeah, let's see how our new piece of kit works. So what we want to do is take this and, yeah, we'll move the landy out of the way first. Give ourselves some working space. Back you up. Back you right up. We want this completely out the way. Otherwise, we are going to run into problems. So that there like that. And then back over here. And now we've got enough space to maneuver. We will drop that. We don't want to be moving that with the front. We want to be moving this with the back. And what I can do is just come here. We'll put F1 up. And you can see that we've got remaining rope. So if we go to here and press B, we attach our chain onto this. And then we can turn it on. So switch over, turn it on. And then we will winch in, and you can see it pulling that tree around and towards us here. We lower this, pulls it in, until finally it has pulled it right round and is actually pulling it straight in towards the blade here. And then all I'm going to do is drive forward a bit, because I want to line these all up in the same way, see if we can actually get them into the same alignment, which is great. Now you can attach multiples to this, and I'll show this in a minute, but first I want to detach my winch. So that, I think, is B. Is it not? No. There we go. Release. Detach. There we go. B. So detach that. Lift this up. And then we can go and pull the other two into a similar position. And in fact, I'm probably the wrong side of this at the moment. But I want to be on this side, because what we're going to do now is take this over here. Attach that there. And we can pull this down. And you can either pull it straight down like this, or you can reel it in and do it like we did a moment ago. But I love the usability of this, just how easy it makes it for me to pull stuff around, get my logs and my trees and everything in the right place, and do all of that. So let's get this last one in as well, and then we can start cutting things up. There we go. That's all three into position. Disconnect that. Like so. And yeah, look at the length of these trees. These are wonderfully long. Now we've got two of them one way round and the third one the other way round. The third one the opposite way round. So I'm going to cut these. It's that and that. Right, and bring that out. And again, as we've done before, I'm going to cut these to 4 meter lengths. And that will make them easier for us to load up and deliver. Because actually, with our sawmill processing all this, I'm not sure it actually matters what length we do these at. Almost there. Couple more cuts. And this will finish things off. 4.6, 4.2. Yeah. There. That's got it. Perfect. Right, so now we just need to load these up into our log trailer. Now I need to give myself enough space to do this. So let's just move this out the way. Go into forwards. Did I leave that on? I think I left this on earlier. And so if we back this around here, put this just in front of the landy, then we should be good. Preferably without backing it into the log forks. Yeah, there we are. And then that is going to get this going well. I have downloaded a few trucks and things now, which might do us really well on here. I've got a lot of work to do in so far as working them all out, seeing what's going to fit us best on here, and working out really what the whole best setup is. I think we're going to end up selling the little... Oh, no. Okay. The little... Why is that not working? Oh, we reconnected it. We didn't reconnect those. There we go. Right, will that work now? There we are. Yes, so we'll probably end up selling the Deutz. I think its long-term future on here is not great. It's not very powerful. It had a lot of trouble getting up the hill. This is a much more powerful tractor, the Fiat Agri, and it works better for us overall. It's not a karting tractor, this though. We're not designed it or spec'd it really to go up and down the mountain with a trailer. It might do one day when we have a setup where we're not using this for the log grab or to cut wood or anything like that. We may end up using this to run stuff up and down the mountain. But as it stands at the moment, this is very much our workhorse that is doing bits and pieces like this, allowing us to load stuff up into the logging trailer. But hopefully long term is that our logging trailer will be on the back of an articulated lorry. Oh, God, go on, get on there. And as a result, we won't need the Deutz. We won't need the functionality of that. It's not powerful enough to run some of the other stuff and bits and pieces. So yeah, it's not a tractor that I think has a long-term future on here. It is useful to us for now for getting stuff up and down the mountain, but as time goes on, I think it's going to slowly get pushed out. And I think probably the same is true of the Landy. The Landy is great if we want to run about, but as we've discovered with the trailer that we've got on it, it can't really cart any of our products to the sell point, and as a result, it's not really useful to us as that. And yeah, it's really something where we want to get. I think we'll get rid of that flatbed, and instead we will go with just having the Landy about as a nice little bit of window dressing more than anything. If we want to drive somewhere, we've got the Landy. Otherwise, if we're looking to do some work and stuff, we're gonna have bigger equipment to do that. I want to try and get all of this done today, transported today in 2 loads. To do that, we've been mixing things a little bit. I'm not sure if we've got half of the trees in here, but we have mostly bigger stuff off the first 2 trees. Now the stuff here, yeah, it can be picked up. So just gonna plonk this on the top. See if I can put it on like that. Yeah, let's just chuck it on the top. And then we've got a couple of lighter bits here we might be able to chuck on the top as well. See if they will stick. Oh, no, that's gone off the other side. Or has it? Oh, no, almost. Yeah, I don't like that there. I want that on top up there. There we go. And then there's, yeah, just this little cut. Oh, that is a tiny cut. What we might do then is put this little cut on top here. And we've got that big bit that we cut off the stump up here as well. There it is. Let's see if we can get this on there as well. That should go in too. And then we've only got these bits here to load on and get delivered after that. So let's see if that will go any. Oh, actually, maybe that'll fit at the front. Yeah, there we go. Strap it down, strap it down, strap it down, strap it down, and that will cover everything. So let's turn this off. Perfect. And yeah, look at the ground. When we started today, this grass was all a nice lush green. The cold has set in. It is getting very much more frozen, the ground. And as a result, it's getting very much more difficult to move about. But I don't think it'll be very long now before we have snow on the ground here, and it'll be a lot harder for us to see stuff. First load down to the sawmill, and we'll have to reactivate the sawmill because I think I turned everything off previously. I'll bring this in here like so. Unload it all. So there. Oh, and there's the snow settling. So yeah, snow has settled on the ground as we deliver all of that. Let's go and have a quick look in here. And yeah, we've got 8,000 litres of wood off that. And everything actually is all active. So that is now producing boards. The output mode should be to storing. No, we want to change this. We want to get this to distributing, because we want this to distribute to our board drying factory now that we don't have a means of transferring that across. And then our board factory, that should have, is that at this end? No, I think it's the other end. That should have it set up so that... Oh no, I know what I've just done wrong. Yeah, this shouldn't be... So the sawmill, that's right. So the sawmill, that should be distributing. These should not. These should be storing, because we have nowhere to distribute to. So yeah, these should be storing, whereas the sawmill, these should be distributing. Whereas the wood chips, which we've got 14,000 litres of at the moment, are storing. So that's perfect. Yeah, that's the setup that I want this running. And I forgot that we had set that up that way last time. So there we go. We are going to run this back up to our logging camp. And yeah, we need to get one more load of logs today and get them back down here and get this completed. And this tractor is going to have wonderful fun going up this mountain in this snow. The Doit is not happy climbing this at the best of times. But look at this. Immediately we slow down to an absolute crawl. And then if I let it stop, I end up just not moving at all. Wow. Okay. This might be fun to get this up here. And this is why I need a new tractor or a new setup, because that is not going up that mountain, or at least not yet. I will crawl up it eventually, but I think what I'm going to have to do is an old trick, which is don't try and go straight up the mountain. Try and go at an angle and see if you can weave your way up instead at a slightly reduced vertical climb. Managed to weave my way to the top. Oh, this is, yeah. Eventually, we are going to need to replace this tractor, because at the moment, it only barely makes it up this mountain. It's enough to keep us going most of the time, but here, now, with this extra, with the snow and the extra slippage, it is struggling badly. I mean, even here, with a little bit of momentum up here, it can still keep going, but we're having to go down to low gears, weave our way up to get up that first bit. But we've made it back, and now we can hopefully just load up the second lot. The snow isn't deep enough to prevent us seeing the logs, I don't think, which is good news. So what I want to do is just bring this round here, park that there, and then we can take a look at these. Now, how many of these can we pick up? So I can't pick up that, I can't pick up that, and I can't pick up that. So we start being able to pick up stuff from that point there. Actually, that's going to be in the way. Let's move this over here. I want to put these on last. They will form a, or they'll be easy to get on there, and we'll then be able to just stack up on the top to finish things off. And this, moving these out of the way, will give us easy access to the ones, or the larger ones we have at the end here, that we need to grab first to get on our trailer. So let's grab that. Knowing we had about 8,000 on our first lot, we will know roughly what we're going to end up with this time. That's got a lot of gumph on the end. So if we can get more than 8,000 down this time, actually that will work very well for us. But first, we've got to get it all loaded onto the log trailer. But let's not undo everything that I've just done. Instead, let's go grab ourselves some logs. I wonder if I can pick up more than one at a time. Right, here we go. Oh, that is a little bit weird. I think this might end up flinging stuff if we're not careful. Those are definitely bent round the wrong way. Let's see. If we put this down here, is this going to fling stuff off? Oh no, I'm too far over the end. Bring this across. That is just so weird. Bring this across, down into here, and release it. Yeah, flip around. And in. Yeah, actually, that didn't work too badly. I'm quite happy with that. And that means we might be able to get multiples in a bit more if we're careful, especially as we have smaller ones here. So maybe we can grab some multiples here. And maybe that large stack we created a minute ago, we might be able to grab multiples off that as well. That is the first time I've seen this actually get under a log. That's impressive. Right, let's close this up. See if we can grab 3. We have... Oh, no. Yeah, it's... Grabbing more than one log with this is fun. Okay, let's bring it in. Close it up. It's flipped around, which normally means, oh, it's actually grabbed them. And, yeah, that is just the weirdest thing. But it's on there. Let's load them in. We'll have to do them a little bit further that way than I liked. And we opened up. Okay. And I can actually come from the back and push that one on. So just whip round here. Try and line up my forks. That's... Oh. So close. 3-dimensional viewing on here. Not the easiest thing in the world. But... that's cleared up. Let's get the rest of these on and then see if we can pick up multiples from that little pile we've got. I think I've actually managed to pick up 3 at once. Look at that. Oh, no. Not quite. So close. This is actually looking quite full at the moment. I'm concerned about us trying to put more logs onto here. Oh. That logging trailer move around. That is not the most helpful of things. Yeah, I don't think our small pile of wood here we're going to be able to take down this time. I think it's going to be... it'll just all fall off the top if I try that. So what I'm going to do is just finish this up. Pick this and put it on... Whoa! Top. I was trying to avoid that pile of wood. There we go. Yeah. I think it's much better for us to just try and get this pile down there than put the extras on there. That would be a nice little bit of wood for our log burner. Right, and let it go. Drop you on there. That'll do. Right. Turn off the tractor. There we go. So that is all done. I don't think we can get this on top. Well, it's not going to stop me trying, though. Let's see. Now that this is all done down, will this fit on top? I know it's going to be rickety, and it's going to be not the best fit. No, we're going to leave these here. Whoa. There we go. Just plonk them there. And, yeah, let's run these down to the sawmill and see how much this is. 8,000 litres, roughly, was our first delivery. Let's see what our second is. In we come. Oh, wow. Everything slides about in the snow. Right. And so we've currently got 4,400 in there. 11,000. Okay, so about 7,000, I think, that puts in. So, not too bad. Oh, let's Yeah, take these straps off. They're sort of strapped underneath, which is what I missed last time. There we go. So, not bad today. We've got 3 trees cut. We got the majority of their wood in, and it's moving our stuff forward. We are fairly well set up on here. We've got, yeah, how many planks have we got? So we've got 3,000. Yeah, we've got nearly 5,000 liters of dry boards 3. 3,200 of dry boards 2 and 3,200 of dry boards 1, with plenty coming into the factory. So we've got a huge amount of space. And if we have a quick look over here, yeah, we've got a fair amount sitting out here waiting to be loaded up onto a truck or something like that in a few months' time and make us a whole load of money. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.